exhale, let the feet ground heavily onto the floor, and let's start to incorporate the arms with that breath. So waiting for that next inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down, stretching long and tall through the spine. We'll do that just 2 more times. Really reach out from heart through fingers. Full extension through those limbs. 1 more time, inhale up. This time we'll swan dive down. Exhale, fold. We're gonna take a little caterpillar out. So as you inhale, stretch the spine long. Walk your hands out. 1 push up. Downward facing dog and caterpillar back. Lift the belly, power down through the legs, and with an inhale, rise. And we're gonna do that again, swan dive. Let the heart lead the way so the heart is stretched and open. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Walk those hands out, deliberately feel the tone of those shoulders as you move there. 1 push up. Go ahead and take those hips back, walk back. This time let's bend the knees. Let's take a little chair pose here. Inhale, belly's up, tailbone's down, come up standing. And swan dive, strong arms, even the triceps are toned here. Inhale, lengthen, strong hands, strong, deliberate work of the shoulders, 1 push-up. You can take that push-up on your knees, and then we're gonna walk it on back, feeling the shoulders again. Get heavy in the heels, bend the knees, come on up into chair pose. There you go, come on up, let's do it again. Swan dive, big stretch, open chest, open heart, strong legs as you extend. And go ahead and walk those hands out. 1 push-up, and walk it on back. We're gonna meet in chair pose here. So wait till you get heavy in those heels. Bend those knees. With an inhale, swoop those arms up. And let's take some pulses down and up. Nice, so we wanna keep those knees as wide as the ankles. That looks awesome. Keep those arms lifting, lifting, lifting. So think of like, almost like you're really, someone's got your hands and they're stretching you up, up, up. So we're working, opening the shoulders right here as well. But as you do that, keep the back of the neck long. That looks awesome. In 3. In 2, who's breathing? There we go, in 1, up, up, up. Swan dive, interlace the hands behind you, stretch the arms overhead. Do keep a little bend in your elbows, just a wee bit. That'll help you get a little more open in the shoulders. Let's take those fingers to the floor. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk on out. We're gonna lower the knees, come to the forearms. Forearm plank. And then we're gonna walk those feet in, coming into dolphin pose. Nice, deep, long, full breaths. Pull the tone up the arms, into the shoulders, into the upper back body. And then walk on back, forearm plank. You can always lower the knees in any of the plank work. With the breath moving deep, remember that head is an extension of the spine. Curl that tailbone down. And with the arms steady, let's go ahead again, walk back into dolphin pose. If dolphin pose feels a little too intense, come down to your knees and take downward facing dog here. Nice deep full breaths. Let that belly move as you breathe. Massaging out those internal organs here in an inversion, super healthy for our insides. 1 more breath. Nice, and walk those feet back, forearm plank. And from here, we're gonna walk up. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, a few rounds here. Plank, down dog. Just getting into those shoulders a little wee bit more. Nice, go for a wild extension through those arms. From your heart, as you extend back into down dog, from your heart, reach, reach, reach down into those arms. Plank pose, strong core. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and walk to our feet. Walk to our hands. Bend your knees, come onto your butt. Let's get into the upper back just a little bit more. With the feet parallel, about outer hip distance apart, we're gonna reach up to the sky and come on down, other side. Just up to the sky for the first 2 rounds on each side. Oh, that does feel good. Feet truly parallel, so at home, don't let those feet turn out. Take it up and over if that body is ready. So you can take a little more range of motion here. I want you to keep your focus on your shoulder blades. The shoulder blades, it's as if they tuck a little bit more deeper onto your back. They're not coming off to the sides, but the shoulder blade does stay closer to the spine. That's it. Coordinate with breath. One more time each side. Yes, let's take a rock and roll. Just activating. Moving into biceps. I'm going to use 5-pounders here. We're going to move through a good amount of reps. So you're not going to, typically you can maybe curl with a 15, but we're going to keep it light because we're going to do lots of reps. So stand with the feet parallel, about hip distance apart. Ground the tailbone down, lift the chest. We're going to take the hands out. Little bend in the elbows. Little bend in the elbows so that we can activate the bi. There we go. And we're just holding here. You can soften the grip with the hands. Nice. Tailbone down, chest is up. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to keep this fairly wide stance with the arms, okay? As we curl, squeeze, and open. Back to this kind of a steady point out in front of us. The heavier the feet, the more anchored your body, the more you're going to be able to really gain power and access into the muscle groups we're working. Here we're working the biceps. Squeeze and release. The hands are coming outside of the shoulders. Outside of the shoulders. So we're working a particular cut of the bicep right here. Squeeze. Squeeze, more the inner bicep. Squeeze. Keep that head as an extension of the spine. Squeeze. Last 4. Tailbone's down, core is strong. 3, 2, hold the curl. Hold, bring the elbows in. Good, lower and curl. Nice. Here I do want you to go for full extension on the bottom. Okay, all the way long on the bottom. 6, 7, check that you're still active in that core. 10, looks beautiful. Stay broad through those collarbones. So you were to think right here from the center of the collarbones out through the shoulders. Yes, those lines are long. So we have this radiant posture. Go ahead and together and release. Turn the palms towards your body. Come on up and turn the pinky towards your shoulder. There we go. And release. So we're getting a little corkscrew. Squeeze it on that corkscrew. Squeeze. Head's an extension of the spine. Breath is nice and fluid. So let that breath move. And release at the bottom. Don't drop at the bottom. So go for full extension, but I want you to control that last inch. Control that last inch. There you go. That was smooth. Yes, good. Keep that chest held high. Collarbones are wide. When the collarbones come narrow like this, the shoulder blades are off the back. Beautiful. So the shoulder blades come on to the back. Last 5. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend your knees to release. Just enough to just shake out those hands a wee bit. Let's try that. Shoulder blades off the back. Shoulder blades on the back. Stay lifted from hip to armpit. Shoulder blades off the back. We don't want to be curling there. Shoulder blades on the back. We do want to be curling there, okay? So if you were to picture this, those bones framing the back side of the heart. They're not framing the sides of the heart, but tuck them back so they're really framing the back sides. We're going to take that set again. Nice and wide. Resting in the hands. Good. Go for as much extension as you can get there, but without, I don't want hyperextension. Here we go. Curl and release. Yes, good. That core is working by default here. Again, come back into the shoulder blades on the back. So that allows the heart to lift with a sense of buoyancy. Squeeze. Squeeze, and the collarbones get nice and broad there. So the posture is really open. Yes, good. The weight is coming wide. So the inner part of your dumbbell is coming like to the outer part of your shoulder. Yeah, a little bit of a different maneuver there. Yeah, baby, relax that jaw for 5, 4, tailbone is down, heart is buoyant. 3, squeeze up top, squeeze it. 2, and curl, curl, squeeze. Bring it on in. Here we go, down and up. We do want that bicep to get its maximum length at the bottom here, and then its maximum contraction at the top. But we're not just like boom at the bottom. That's it. Yeah, baby. Deliberate, strong, fluid, full range of motion movements. You don't have to squeeze the dumbbell too strong, but I do want you to squeeze that bicep muscle, the front of that arm, activate it. In 4, 3, 2, 1, release it down. Here we go with a little corkscrew. Pinkies come to shoulders. Keep it close to the body here. Yes, and down. So don't let it flail out here, not so good for the elbows, but just close and just get a little, it doesn't have to be a dramatic twist, but just enough that you feel your bicep go, ooh, squeezed. Feel into your chest. When you lower your arms, does your chest lower too? Beautiful, there you go. As the arms lower, the chest stays buoyant. Deliberate posture here, open and strong. For 7, 6, relax that jaw. 5, 4, soften the muscles around those eyes. 3, 2, control that last 2 inches. 1, and release. Shake it out. I'm going to do that just one more time, but before we do, a little shoulder blade check again. Shoulder blades on the back, open the front of the throat, open the neck, and feel those collarbones open. Shoulder blades off the back, and feel the shoulder blades compress in, or kind of just sag in. So shoulder blades on the back. Last set here. Opening up, keep tension in that bicep. Here we go, tailbone down, sides of the ribs back. Right here, sides of the waistline back. You got it, baby. Curl, open, curl. Good. Keep it wide. Wide grip here. Squeeze. Last 8. Tailbones down. 7, 6, 5. Don't let those elbows move in space. They're not going up and down. You're doing really good, Coco. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring them in really close. Close. And keep that close grip here. So the hands are at the collarbones. Collarbones are wide, and I do want it close. We went from wide grip now. I want us to maximize the narrow grip. Nice. Beautiful. Nice long range of motion. And we're going to get that by letting the arm come all the way straight on the bottom and squeezing, juicing that muscle up top. Keep that grip narrow. A little bit harder to keep the shoulder blades on the back here. Do the best you can. A little bit harder to keep broad through the collarbones. Do the best you can. Squeeze. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing and going for that little squeeze, that little pivot up top. Here we go. Head's an extension of that spine. Just a little tiny twist. Little corkscrew. Back of the knees are soft. Check that we're not hyperextending those knees at home. Yeah, there we go. And hug the muscles of the legs to the bones. We can make this an inner thigh exercise as well. Hug those legs, yes, to the middle line. And those inner thighs, bang, activate. And we do want all that steadiness, that stableness. Stableness, is that a word? beneath us. Super healthy for the low back. The more stable the lower body, the more you're going to be able to turn on the bicep muscle. Pretty cool to feel that, huh? Squeeze. Last 5. Last 5 here. Then we're done with biceps. 4, 3, 2. Yeah, baby. 1. Good. Bend those knees. Shake it out. On to triceps. We're going to start triceps on our back. No. Let's do the first one standing. Then we'll do the next 2 on the back. Let's add calves with this one because we can. I think I'm going to go with, what am I going to go with? I'll start with 10s, but I might move it down to 8s. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I will start with 8s. All right, so we're going to start with a weight together overhead. From here, they should not be behind you. So they're always like just above the hairline, okay? We're going to go ahead and draw the elbows close, draw them towards each other, and slowly get as much bend through the elbows as you can. That's lengthening the back of the arm. Can you feel that? Now go ahead and as you lift, we're contracting the muscle. So we want to get that full range. Long muscle, short muscle. When you come up top, take a little lift of the heel. There you go. Lower, lower. Keep those elbows in close. Ooh, that feels good. And turn on that core. Tailbone down. Sides of your ribs move back. Squeeze. Calves, squeeze. Nice. We don't want that upper arm bone to do too much moving. Keep that upper arm bone as stable as you can. Fixate that bone by toning the muscles all around it. Last 2. Good. Slowly lower that weight. Be careful in the core on that transition. We're going to take a light set of weights. It looks like this. Stable in the legs. My shoulders are not drooped. So the side bodies must stay long, shoulders back, and we're just going to press back. Okay, palms up, palms up. Lengthen through the spine. Lift the shoulders away from that floor. Here we go, pulse. The head is just an extension of that spine. So the gaze is a little more to the front. Squeeze, squeeze. The target is the back of the arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on up. Now we're going to take it right to the back. I don't want to give us too much rest here. We're really supersetting these tries. Let me show you what it looks like. Here, keep this arm bone stable. We're going to bend. This elbow doesn't move. It's stable, and extend. Bend and extend. So start with those weights above the shoulders. Let the shoulders ground back towards the floor. And as you do that, can you feel the shoulder blades come onto the back? From that place, start. Shoulder blades must be on the back before you start. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. That head is resting back on the floor. And as you come into extend, do not hyperextend those elbows. So check that. Ooh, I feel it. Last 5. 4, 3. Awesome target work for the back of those arms. 2, and 1. Very carefully lower your weights. I'm going to move over to 5-pounders. What we're going to do is punch across the midline of the body. Okay? Working the triceps. It will come into the chest as well. Okay, so start with, where do I want the arms? Elbows in close to the body. Good. Don't let the elbows touch the floor. Do snuggle the shoulder blades onto your back. Here we go. Punch across across, across. So home base is elbows at the ribs, collarbones wide. That's home base. Punch, come to home base. Punch, come to home base. Alternating sides. Punch, come to home base. Yeah, really focus on that exhalation. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Carefully lower those weights. Come on up to standing. And we're going to go through one more round of tricep. All righty. Nicely done. We're keeping it moving. That's awesome. When we're focusing on the upper body, we're focusing on smaller muscle groups, right? So we do want to keep ourselves moving, but we don't want to compromise form. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're moving at a pace where we can keep the form. And the more we keep that body moving, the more we keep the body in fat burning mode, even though we are working little tiny muscle groups right now. Triceps are small muscle groups. Biceps are small muscle groups. Here we go, down and up, and squeeze. The back and the chest are bigger muscle groups. If you feel like you're compressing in your low back, get lighter weights, okay? Get nice and long in that spine. Oh, it's burning. Keep going, keep going. Don't rest because I'm switching. Squeeze. Last 5. Here we go. Yes, hug to the middle line. Get those inner thighs in the game. 2. Yeah, baby. 1. Woo! Very awesome. Nicely done. Okay, we're coming into our standing exercise. Let me move my workspace here. Whatever leg you had in front last time, use the opposite, okay? One leg forward, one leg back. Bend the front leg. Pivot at the hips. Get long through the side bodies and take the shoulders away from the floor. No slouching in the floor, as this will kill the rotator cuff if you slouch in the shoulders. Here we go. Press, press. Lift as high as you can through the palms of your hands. Lift even higher through the front of your shoulders. And pulse like you're lifting the weight towards the ceiling. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, palms to the sky, palms to the sky. 3, 2, holy smokes. Nicely done. Come on to your back. We've got 2 more. I'm going to keep these closed because I'm going to be coming to the lighter weight. Okay, arms are straight, but shoulders grounded back to the floor. So let's just try that. Reach your hands up to the sky. Feel the shoulder blades come off your back. That is not it. Let the weights help plug the arm bones back to the floor and feel the shoulder blades on the back. From there, begin. Bend and extend. Holy smokes, I'm feeling it, baby. Amazing sets here for these triceps. Squeeze. Squeeze. If you need a rest, you can try doing one arm at a time. If you feel like those arms are really flailing around, take a rest. Those humerus bones, upper arm bones should be stable. 2 more. Ooh, I'm feeling that. Nicely done. Come out slow. Watch the shoulder alignment as you let go of that weight. Shoulders should always be on the back. Okay, we got symmetry on our mats, laying right in the center of the mat. Elbows are down towards the ribs. Get a little taller from your hips to your armpits. Widen through the collarbones. Lift the elbows off the floor. That's home base. Punch. Extend across that middle line. You can lift those feet, extend those legs a wee bit if you want to add that core. Do keep the head on the floor though. I want the front of the neck. We don't want to build up the front of the neck muscles. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo-wee! Nicely done. Give yourself a hug with those knees. Extend that left leg long. Give yourself a hug with those knees. Extend the right leg long. Good. Let's go ahead and take those feet to the floor. Hands behind the head. We're going to crunch and release. Nice and basic. Here we go. Crunch and release. Keep those elbows wide. Lift and hold. Shoulder blades off the floor. Elbows are wide, long through the front of the neck. So chin, take it off the chest. Come up a little higher and hold. And come up a little higher. Hold. And release. Okay, we're going to take that right leg out to the side. This time we're going to crunch the right elbow to the right knee. Squeeze. Good. Relax through the front of that neck. As you extend that right leg, snuggle the muscles of the bone. Squeeze. Squeeze. Last 4. 2. It's a little bit of a different movement. That's awesome. Other side. Left leg's extended. Squeeze. So we are contracting, but like in a different plane. Does that make sense? Keep those elbows wide so that you're not pulling with that neck. We're working the side body. Last 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the soles of those feet together, and we're going to crunch and release, getting into those inner thighs just a little bit. Working the lower abdominals and the upper abdominals. Squeeze, release. Come on, less autopilot, more deliberate action. Last 8. Up and squeeze. Hold it. And relax. Go and extend those legs. Take that left arm over. Take a little deltoid stretch. A few deep breaths here. Check the time. Okay, it's 8:12, so we're going to cool it down. Switch sides. All right, rock and roll up. We're going to take a seat. Take a little tricep stretch here. And with the front of the neck long, draw this like your palate right at your occiput, back into that back arm. So the head's an extension of the spine. 2 more breaths here. Tailbone down. Good, and release. Side 2. Chin is up, sides of the throat back. Good, let's relax those arms. Take a few shoulder rolls. And side to side. Yeah, let's hold, release. Let's see, where do I want to go with this? Let's come from upright. We're going to take your left hand up and over, and just pull as you extend out through the opposite heel of your wrist. There you go. That feels good. Breathe into those back kidneys, back lungs. And then use your hand, drape it down to the under ear, and pull it up. Switch sides. And extend through that other heel of your wrist. Does that make sense? And then thread down to your under ear, lift on up. Take a couple little half circles through the front, plain only. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and take one hand out in front of us and just pull the opposite wrist, so we're stretching down through the, yeah, there you go. So you'll take a fist, bring it towards you and pull, and then we can get the undersides by taking the pinky, the ring finger. Do keep a little tiny bend in that elbow. That'll help us not hyperextend there. And so basically we're just stretching out all through here and all through here after holding those weights. Can feel good to get that relief there. Switching to the other side. Curled fist towards you and then opening that fist. Nice deep breaths. Let's just further detoxify that inner body with nice deep breaths. Shaking that out. Let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Just opening the front body, opening that back body. And then coming into a neutral spine, point those toes, open those knees, settle on back. A couple nice deep long breaths here as we transition from our powerhouse upper body, focus, strength building, strength and toning workout into our day. Go ahead and just settle in, take a few deep breaths. Acknowledge yourself for showing up for yourself so fully. Acknowledge the presence that you brought to each rep. It is said that how we do one thing is how we do everything. So may you show up as the brightest, fullest, most radiant expression of you throughout all of your day. Namaste.